What's up, studs? Canal here, Bulls on Wall Street. Hey, happy Thursday. Tomorrow, we got a lot of stuff going on. Guys, we have, of course, interesting developments. Big shakeout post-Fed yesterday, and we gapped up today, and we just kept going. And we had basically just an all-day runner, for the most part. The QQQs broke out of trend line. The SPY broke all-time highs and held and closed over it. Very important development. And the IWM held its ground too, even on day 7 of the move. This was as bullish of a thing that could have happened that did happen, which was, after the shakeout yesterday, post-Fed, to get the dip just bought right back up and gap up and go, that's all you can really ask for if you are a bull. And we had broad-based participation, meaning my scans were deep. There was hundreds and hundreds of names. Look at this, right? Hundreds of names making moves with volume, all of this kind of stuff. It took me forever to just scan through all the watch lists because too many stocks look good, right? When too many stocks look good, it always makes you a little bit nervous. But there's a lot of good stuff happening. Guys, we are, at this point, all systems is a go on the QQQ. The SPY's broken out. And the IWM is also making a move. Now, it's up a lot of days in a row. So let's get into kind of the game plan for tomorrow. So there's a couple things to be mindful of. Tomorrow is Opex. So we got the witching, all right? So I think it could be a little bit tricky tomorrow because, and I always think it's going to be tricky, so that, I'll just beat that for the rest of my life. It's always going to look a little bit tricky, but with Opex, oftentimes, especially end of day on Fridays, you can get all sorts of fun games happening. So be careful for you day traders. This is, this type of market, when you break out like this, is a very good market for swing trading. So taking some overnight risk is probably going to be helpful because you're going to get a lot of gaps and stuff like that. But this was a broad-based move today, guys. I mean, Meta made 21 friggin' points today. I almost said that word, but I didn't because I think YouTube has got me shadow banned a little bit. So I'm trying to clean up my language, get back on their good graces. If the bots, the secret police of YouTube is listening, I repent for my sins. I apologize for my political posts making fun of Biden, but I also was doing it to Trump too. So I mean, I apologize. I am a sinner, but I'm reformed. That's the thing is, I'm reformed, and hey. Let's get back into good graces, YouTube, and just put me back on the team, baby. Get my views back. I need that. Now, Meta, 21 points. I mean, what can you say? We're in this in our swing trading group right now by Paul. He had alerted this just maybe 3-4 days ago. Just fantastic. Fantastic overall move. I think he had 533 in the swing trading group. For you part-time traders, definitely check out our swing trade service. This flat top breakout's got a lot of room to go. It's at all-time highs. You got a base since March. I mean, this is first any and all dips on this. You gotta hit this. Any and all dips on this. If this has a weak open tomorrow, we red to green this. It looks fantastic. All right, it looks just fantastic. So Tesla finally broke its range. All right, it's been stuck in a range for a while, about 2 months. Right, last time it broke its range, guys. It went on this awesome little 50, 60 point move. Now, this base was a little bit bigger, but we've been coiled up pretty nicely on this. 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests, 4 tests. We had this thing. I had this thing on the ORB, the 230, I think there's a 237s or something. We had this on the ORB in the morning. And holy crap, I mean, the thing moved fast, and it was just a, simple kind of range break over here. I had it about 235. Fantastic. Week open on this, we hit it. There was a change in character today because the QQQs is more coiled up than the other two, meaning the QQQs had been kind of sitting in range for a while, and it finally broke the trend line. You saw a move in large caps, which we haven't seen. So we do want to add the large caps back in. I've been staying away from them till today. I did finally, I love trading large caps. I'm a big cap trader for the most part. But, I've been staying away from the last, month and change because they've just been stuck in range. But I think we add them back, right? So, add back in possibly NVIDIA, if it breaks over 120. I want Meta on dips. I want Tesla on any tap back. And then I want AVGO. Similar look to the QQQs. Don't even worry about how this exactly draws, right? But you got, a nice base on this one too. And then TSM, I think, is the cleanest out of these kind of semis. This has got, now that you broke this range, you're probably coming back in to this 190 spot. So that you wanted to see that kind of action because it was across the board. We had, small caps, big caps, all this kind of stuff. Now, beyond that, look, all right, let's talk about tomorrow. Beyond those stocks, I want you to add in a little bit of Lunar. Had an engulfing candle today. It opened up and just took off. That's what you want to see. 89 million shares in volume. Aspen Extreme, right? Nice curling pattern over here. Up 15% today. This is like, I had a little bit of a volume pop. Very clean trender. Like, I want to add this one. I think this is probably top of the list. RCL, 1 test, 2 test, 3 test, 4 test, 9 EMA curl for the girls. We're getting right into it. That looks like a swing trade. Tesla, we talked about. AVGO, we got a trend line break here. 170 probably confirms it. Oracle has a pretty healthy pullback, right? So you had this pop, and then we had the sell the news play. I shorted it this day when they kind of announced their earnings for the second time. And then now you're kind of pulling back and curling. You're holding this 175, 165, and building out this flag a little bit. It's got decent enough range on it, good liquidity. I'd keep this one. And then PLC, you know what this reminds me of, guys? CVNA. It reminds me a little bit of CVNA. I'm not saying it's going to get the $160 because I don't know the fundamentals of the company. Neither did, but it reminds me of CVNA where you had like this kind of left for dead company, and it's just sitting there, and then it had a piece of news out that just took it out of the doldrums, and then you just kept kind of squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. Like, it's squeezing on lower and lower volume, but it's squeezing, and it's just kind of breaking this wall of despair. So look at the dips on this. Like, look at the tail on this. It dipped off in the morning, and then it just got bought the heck up, right? They're squeezing this thing, and it reminds me a lot of when CVNA kind of made that move many moons ago where, it was just like been going down, and all of the sudden, right, the volume started to just pop up out of nowhere, and it was like $4 or $5, and they ran all the way to $20, and then it died back, and then, took off later. But it reminds me of that kind of squeeze where it's like, you're getting this, huge move that can really go farther than you think, and then, it may die off and, shake out and do all those kind of things, and you can still see it's making its way back, right? So, watch this PLC. I'm not saying it's going to do that, but it has that feeling where you got something that's just so unloved, right? And it all of a sudden just starts to perk through, and every single time, right? Every single time it just starts to push. And dude, I mean, this is what we want to do, right? We want to be able to do all this. So I love you guys. That's it. Show me that love. Remember, I'm bald. I'm hairy. I wish I was fat, but I'm bald. I'm hairy. I'm needy. Smash that like button, whether it's on the Twitter, the YouTubes. I got a child now. I was like, I need the affirmations. He needs to know that his dad is well loved and beloved. In the meantime, I love you guys. Peace.